combines both C and B, and there's no such lane that exists for A and B on the attacker side. You look at the defender side, you have 2 lanes that enter into C. You've got 2 lanes that enter into B. You've got 2 lanes that enter into A, and then both B and A have some extra goodies, and that A has 1 branching entry lane, and then B also has the secondary lane depending on who is in control. But this could go both ways. This is the contested lane, as we would call it. Now, if you were to draw a line straight down the middle and find out who is in control of most of these lanes at any given time, well, obviously it's going to be the defenders, right? So the defenders have more lanes of control. So if you're thinking about this from just purely numbers, well, it should be defender sided, right? Because defenders have more options. But if you want to really look into these choke points, you zoom into each choke point. This is a narrow hallway. This is a narrow hallway. This is a narrow hallway. This is, I wouldn't call it a narrow hallway, but it's a narrow hallway. This is just awkward. And all of those lanes break into just very, very awkward positions to push through. To hold is one thing, but nobody is holding this angle, right? As nobody's trying to push past it. You're pushing out of it. Contrasting that to Haven, for example, we see the exact opposite, where for the defenders, we have 1 lane into C, we've got 2 lanes into B, we've got an additional lane, which this one we would call the contested lane, right? This would be contested from either side, similar to what we saw on A and B on Lotus. And then on A, you've got technically 2 entries. But then if you look at the attackers, well, they've got A long, they've got sewers, they've got mid window, they've got garage, they've got C long. And all of these are somewhat flipped because now it's the attackers that are in a narrow hallway. Attackers that are in not a narrow hallway, but a narrow choke point, right? This is a narrow hallway. This is a longer hallway. It's not narrow at all, but right here is a narrow hallway. So Lotus and Haven are, even though they're both 3-site maps, they're built in the exact opposite direction, which helps us to think about why Haven might actually be a little bit more defender sided versus Lotus being a little bit more attacker sided. So the main shift that has happened over the last year is towards how pro teams are actually holding sites on Lotus and to create the most bulletproof defense that they can. And I would say that Fnatic was at the forefront of this. So Fnatic's Lotus default was insane. You guys watched champs, like you would know that like their group stage Lotus was untouchable. And this was their primary setup. And this Viper defense is sort of meta now. In the way that they're able to just fully control all of the attacker choke points. But one thing that separates the way that Fnatic plays Lotus compared to a lot of the other teams is actually in the way that they rotate. The way that they rotate is tiered and it's based on available information. So a good attacking team on Lotus will starve the defenders of info until it is time to attack. And so that's why you see teams like Fnatic playing agents like KJ, playing agents like Fade, where you can get that info. You need to have information. Viper also kind of works in that same sense because the fact that the attackers will never know when the smoke orb on C is going to go up or down. And so Viper can kind of freely just be knife peeking this or just try to get info pretty deep and play off of this info. Same with this wall, right? You can get a sort of off angle peek really deep into it. And then as soon as there's enemies coming through, you just pull up the wall, right? So Viper, in a sense, is usually played for information, but that is a little bit more aggressive. That is a little bit more like last ditch effort. But a lot of that has to do with how Fnatic gets those rotates in based on that information and how they time it. Because there's way too many times that attacking teams will fake a hit and then they'll go to the site that leaves. So they usually have one person to continually rotate um, through the primary lane, which in this case would be Raze. The secondary lane for pressure would be Fade. And then Omen would be the last person to rotate. If Omen has his ult, then he can be the very last person to rotate, wait until after post plant to use his ult to rotate. But otherwise, you have Omen kind of be the anti lurk. And you want to get that timing where after Fade goes in, after Raze goes in, if they still haven't gotten a beat on all 5 players, then that means that there's a lurk somewhere. That lurk is either coming from C or it's coming late to A. And so this Omen is intentionally going to late lurk, late swing in on the retake to try to catch the lurker off guard. And that's how Fnatic typically plays Lotus. But I'm actually not even going to show you Fnatic for this next example before we even get into the UC VOD. Is I want to show you another way that pro teams are playing this this map, and that is this example from I think this was from Shanghai Master Stage, and so this was G2 versus Team Heretics. You'll notice that I titled this the Flash Guarantee. I'm just gonna let this round play out for itself, so you guys can just watch this, and I want you to really pay attention to how Team Heretics defense paces their retake.
No damage dealt, but presence made and pressure felt. There. Pressure for sure, and G2 understand that the fault line came from the A side of the map. Rians used that early from that tree area, and this is wise of G2 to double back and re-clear that info. A lot of teams like to throw the breach stun and then head another way. Leaf has made a fair amount of noise C, but they're not fully biting on this. There are still 2 members from the Heretics defense that are playing A. Look at how G2 are baiting out all this utility from Heretics on this A refight. They're gonna have the advantage when it comes to an actual site hit. But Benji Fishy's trips might have something to say about that. And it was a trip that Leaf tried clearing out earlier. He threw a nano out and wasn't able to clear that trip out. Finally falls. There's the cam that he was looking for as well. Got immense info there. And you see Rians who rotated off. He's already here for the refight. Doesn't have a fault line, but he does have more utility to play around. Tapping the door and going B. Woot's able to get the first with a paranoia in his face. Tries to catch a spam on the second. Heretic not able to connect either. The eye goes up. The kills go through as they're all blinded. They all fall.
All right. So after watching that, who can tell me who the most impactful person on Team Heretics was on that round? Don't all talk at once now.
I would assume
Gotta be valid.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be nonchalant, bro.
If it's called Lotus Flash Guarantee and the Breach flashed like 3 of them while they were in the open, Breach would be a pretty strong guess. But Cypher also got a lot of info with that Cam C long to make the play happen originally. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm actually super glad that you said that. So yeah, basically I was trying to bait you into saying Breach, but it's actually Cypher for how that information was timed, right? So the retake cam is set up in a way where you either pull it out after the team has already taken site. In this case, Team Heretics was anticipating that G2 was going to just full flood into C, and you can see the way that Benji is holding C. He's just waiting for the team to enter. And the pacing right now is as soon as the first bullet is, everybody starts rotating. Benji falls back from the site. But when it didn't seem like it was going to be a full hit, right? So Rians does pull the aftershock here, and not a lot of stuff goes through. So Benji feels like he can just pull this cam now, and at least with the added pressure from Rians, they're probably going to force G2 to fall off the site. So rather than using the cam for retake, he uses it for additional pressure. But Rians is still the star of the show. I would say that Benji and Rians are tied this round for the way that they're able to both apply an insane amount of value right off the round rip, right? Rians is on A because you need Rians to be on A because you need to get that insta right challenge on A. That's just how Lotus works. But as soon as they realize that they're not pushing through, he is immediately running. Not a single second wasted, right? So he's rotating to get in position, but his position is not just on B. A lot of players, if they're rotating for B, would try to go up for Heaven, but Rian's position is in Waterfall. And so the way that Team Heretics fits this up is to allow Raze and Omen to stall out on A as long as possible. They are set up to be able to retake A fairly strongly. The other sites, though, because of how C is set up, because of how B is set up, it is harder to retake those sites. So the less agents that you're able to stack on A, the better for your ability to just hold overall, especially for a team that's as aggressive as G2 usually is. So Rians gets into Waterfall, and once the util starts to come out on A, right, as soon as a little bit of motion comes through, you get the nade, you get the paranoia, you just get the util dump. And this is exactly what Heretics wants, because Omen has saved all of his smokes to just utilize to cover this, to turn Lotus into a 2-site map. So as soon as they can guarantee that A is safe and they can take this aggro position, they force G2 this late in the round, they know for a fact G2 is going either B or C, right? So that's why Rians is now inside Waterfall, because from Waterfall, you can guarantee to get a flash off during the site hit on either C or B, wherever it comes from. And so the thought process is right now, we go back to the camera play, right? Rians is in position to flash. He's ready to flash, right? And he doesn't need to, right? He doesn't need to. He's able to stall that out. Then it goes to B, and he can guarantee that his flashes are going to land. And that's the main idea with how they're using the initiators, is a lot of people would dump that initiator util off rip, but Team Heretics can pace their util to make sure that the initiator util is guaranteed shutdown. So with that in mind of how teams are currently playing, both with rotations as well as with their util pacing, let's take a look at the UC VOD.
Exactly. Wait, how do you get what?
That you get accepted? Well, at least I got accepted.
Riveting conversations.
Alright, I'm stunning it.
So already super good, right? We're using all of our util, but at the same time, we're using all of our util, right? Look at, I know this is just pistols, and pistols doesn't matter that much, right? But Raze, if your boy is stunning it, do we really need to throw our nade out here when we're able to cover that cross? Like, yes, Raze absolutely can satchel out and get past that. But I am much more worried about what the team that would be here would do if they can get through without a nade, right? Because if you look at how Team Heretics paced it, it's a lot different. But this is still good, right? We take the A control. I'm totally fine with us using that util if we can maintain A control. We have lost 2 people for absolutely nothing, and this does not look like a scrim to me. This, so when we kind of push up like this, I do like that you are thinking about this in a situation of, you know, at least when you're dying in a tradable position. That is a huge thing. But in order to pull off a high-low setup, one of you has to be low. One of you has to be high. This is not what a high-low setup looks like. And unfortunately, you know, the trade didn't happen. So we lost 2. It was a 2 for 1. But, that's still better than just all 3 dying.
Yeah, I'm gonna gamble early.
But now Breach is out in the open and it can get collapsed in on.
Yeah.
So when we're on defense, right, Rubble is extremely important for us to control. But I would argue that we should be controlling Rubble from like the safety of back here, not from straight in here. At least once we took this, that's totally okay, totally acceptable, but we don't need to be right here because every angle in Valorant has a bias towards where the advantage comes from. And on Lotus, on this angle in particular, the angle advantage is actually for the attackers, right? So the attackers have this advantage because there is a 90-degree hole in here, which is what Viper took advantage of, that causes us to have to really, really wide swing. And they can have a cover here and a cover in here. Whereas on this side, there is absolutely no way for us to cover, right? If you want to try and like really slice the pie as perfect as possible, you will still get diffed if one person gets timing on you, right? Even if you cover it perfectly, because while you now swing over to cover this, all it takes is one person to swing in from this angle, right? So as defenders, we have no right to swing into this the way that we did. Now, if Raze isn't here, right? That's so Raze couldn't be here.
Correct.
But if Raze had double satcheled through here, then that changes things, right? Where now the enemy that's looking here has to drag their mouse across their desk to look over this way. But then again, you are still going to get swung over here. So I just wouldn't recommend it at all. So what can we do to change that? Well, if we are able to take Rubble control really early on, what we should do is kind of follow that example that we saw from the pros of leave as few bodies as we need to on A so that everyone else can focus on everywhere else, right? So if we have Breach still left over, right? Our Omen and Raze are dead, but if we have Breach still left over, then Breach should fall back and we have that as a body, right? If we have everybody up, because you guys took control of that, and then we back up, well, then we can have Omen and Raze locking down this angle and just timing your smokes to make sure that they will have to spend util, which will give us info before they strike. And then that gives time for Breach to fall back and help out Gecko or KJ, right? So as far as like our very opening setup for how we were able to, change things, I think this is good, right? It's good to see already like we're just a little bit antsy. We're just a little bit out for the kill.
We were both blind for so long.
Yo, like, watch this shit. I'm gonna go, no? Okay. Watch this shit.
All right. Again, as a general rule for Gecko, if you're playing Gecko correctly, you are always going to have your util available, right? So actually before everybody joined in, I was talking about the fact that if you want to solo queue up to like Immortal, right now like Gecko is just the best way to solo queue, because if you are playing Gecko correctly, you have every angle cleared for you, every smoke is flashed out of, every corner is flashed, right? Because you just have infinite util. And so we were talking about actually, who is the one that said that they're a nonchalant gamer? Was that Mask?
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah. So I was talking about that in the context of like the nonchalant gamer epidemic, because a lot of people will throw out Gecko util and just be like, oh, like I don't need to get Dizzy back, I don't need to get Wingman back, like it doesn't matter, like I got one good use out of them. But in reality, you genuinely want to always have them available, because even in a situation like this, it's pistols, right? Pistols don't matter, but for every, if I mean, granted, Fate here did not have a sheriff, right? But for every sheriff you remove from the enemy team, that is going to be money in the bank for you. That's going to be money in the bank that the enemy does not have. So, you always want to just get the most impact, even if you're the last person standing, because if you flash out there, maybe you get one, maybe you get two, right? You get the fade instantly. You probably get a good deal to take out him, and then hey, it's a 1v2, and you have wingman. That is a winnable retake situation. So we'll jump into the next round. Love the full save. So full save, we got two sheriffs, 3 sheriffs. Okay, so not a full save. So if we're going to invest the sheriffs on round 2, then there's 2 things that we need to start thinking about. The first is we need to put the sheriffs in the positions that will get them the most value, right? So you're looking for angles that will give you the ability to just quickly unpeak, to quickly repeak, to take that space. So what I'm thinking of is I'm thinking straight up right over here. I'm thinking that you get somebody inserted and you break door early on so that you can also apply pressure over here. That's how I'm thinking about sheriff plays. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of forcing on round 2, but there are times where it works. I will show you a time where it works later. So this is, there we go. So, all right. So this timing here, right? Waiting 40 seconds for any info. If this was the idea for the setup, then I think there's a much more efficient way that we can do that, right? Because we're waiting for the contact to explode. We're waiting for the door to get toggled so that we know we can hit the breach stun and then open up with some good util up. But because of that, we are now leaving the entire rest of the map open. On a round where you have your Gecko and your Raze and your Omen all invested with the sheriffs, right? Then we should be playing for the sheriffs, not for the util, right? And so your heart is in the right place, and I admire that. However, our distribution of funds needs a little bit of work. Especially because then you get caught in the timing game, right? So like, oh, it's C, rotate, and then no, it actually wasn't C, right? So they did have a lurk. Killjoy was in the back lines, right? And now what could have just been a full save round that didn't matter, we had a lot of lost value just because the fact that our sheriffs are gone, right? That hurts a little bit. It does. Now going into this round, at the very least, it's only sheriff, so we still have a good buy. Actually, wait, did he flash the scoreboard here? Yeah, he did. Yeah. Okay. Well, I can see this. Perfect. So yeah, our investors here now no longer have the ability for full armor, which would not normally matter, right? A lot of people are aware that if the enemy teams run in phantoms and vandals, then the benefit of full armor doesn't really apply, because if you're going to get one tapped with a vandal, you're going to get one tap with a vandal. However, they just had a flawless pistol or a flawless buy round on round 2, which means on their bonus they are taking all of those guns back in. One of the places where your full armor versus light armor difference makes a huge impact is on these rounds, because full armor will stop 1 extra bullet with a bulldog on a body shot, right? And so there's at least one person with a bulldog, right? That's Killjoy. And so if they're running Spectres, if they're running Bulldogs, because they just won pistols and they bought after that. So yeah, we had one person that had a Phantom, but everyone else is likely running Spectres, maybe even Stingers, and we for sure have a Bulldog. We should be prioritizing heavy shields. And so when you buy sheriffs, it prevents you from doing that on the round that matters, right? Unless you're able to take those out. But the reason that you don't see these kinds of plays happening in VCT is because everything down to this level of detail is considered. Every single consideration for what the enemy's economy might mean to from one round to the next absolutely matters. And I mean, hey, let's see if it matters in this round. So again, we are anticipating a heavy A. So we've got 3 on A. There's Viper. Once again, we're pushing a little bit too crazily. Great swing. Great swing there. The flash absolutely aiding in that. Absolutely taking great advantage of the weapon disadvantage that the enemies have. A flawless round. So this round, it didn't end up mattering, right? But what if it did, right? So see the Spectres, see the Bulldogs, right? It is something I want you guys to consider, is that if this round turned out differently, then there could be some things that you have to work on. Luckily, it didn't matter, right? And so that's because we still have the weapon advantage here. So knowing that, though, next round, they are going to have Vandals. They're going to have Phantoms. And we know that because we know their econ. So now this round, the full armor investment doesn't matter as much, right? And we see here Breach, he upgrades his heavy shield. He spends 1,000 credits to re-up from what is essentially just light shields, right? I don't care about the one bullet, the 1 point, right? 24, 25, doesn't matter. I would not be spending 1,000 credits here to get the extra 25, 26. And that's just because the rest of our team also is on light shields, right? And then this round they're buying Vandals. It doesn't matter. So these sorts of things might not matter now, right? This game, those points might not matter. But I guarantee you will run into rounds, you will run into games where these things do matter. So it's always about just tallying up the individual things, the individual items. All right, so we have our first round where we actually have an even playing field, right? Where we've got everybody on full buy. There's no ults in play yet. So this is the most pure round we're going to be able to see. And on this pure round, where we are expecting them to have everything that they need to win, you're telling me this is the one round that we leave A site gone? This is the one round that we don't stack A site? I wouldn't stack A site heavily, but I would at least leave one. Right, so they get Fade Eye, and so that tells us C, right? And then Dizzy has targets, huge info from Gecko there. Killjoy turret goes off here, which Sacred is about to swing off of. So let's think about this. We just got the kill on the Killjoy, right? But how much util did we expend for it? So we only got info that there's one person because the Killjoy turret went off and then Killjoy swings. But our reaction here is it is a team push up B. Well, we know it's not a team push up B because at the very least, Fade was on Mound, right? And then if you pay attention to the Gecko flash here as well.
Same util, so they wouldn't be sussed.
So there's still one, right? So that might be Fade, that might be someone else. But there's at least one on Mound, right? Killjoy turret gets one. We only got one set of bullets. So right now, we don't think it's a team push anywhere. It's as much information that there's a team push on C as there is on B. But our reaction to the B hit is that we need to full util dump. And that is double satchel, right? It's the most important piece of util that we have for a shutdown, which is the paranoia. And it's the aftershock. And we get one kill with it, right? Opening door, right? Huge pressure. I love the split pressure, right? But we could clean this up, right? So we can clean this up just by knowing what angles are exposed, right? So I hope this is a one-time thing where Kinesis and Sacred go out right here. But like we have this split so good here as far as the timing, especially when Vulcan comes out. I really commend Vulcan for this swing. So the timing is super good, right? But again, what if it wasn't? Right? I always want you guys to know that you can learn just as much from the rounds that you win as the rounds that you lose. And that's what the higher ranks and what like the upper echelons in scrims will come down to is who can clean up the most. And so that's what we're doing, right? We're trying to clean that up, right? So good spray, good timing, right? Positioning a little bit off from these two.
You want me to open door for you, Zim?
I'm just grouping with you guys. Could be walking through. Yep. Get on set. Flank. Yeah, I'm gonna get on site and hold your guys' flank.
How do you want to hold this tree? Just double hold your line.
So I love the communication. I think that usually the most that I flame for is communication, but your guys' communication is pretty good. I will say though, in this situation, I actually wouldn't have anticipated Viper to be there, and I do like that you had 2 there. But Breach, I don't think pushing into cover flank would have been the right call, just given the timing of everything, right? So Killjoy turret went down. Not off rip, but Killjoy turret went down at 1 minute 30, which means that Killjoy turret came back online. Let's see. Killjoy turret would come back online, 5 seconds from now, right? So Killjoy turret would be back online soon enough. So with the timing of, if Viper was going to be coming all the way from A, or to hold the flank, to actually like pull into C to take the flank, Killjoy turret would be up by that point. And so I would imagine that Vulcan could just throw the turret behind him while they both continue to hold that angle while they're waiting for that. And so Breach would be much better spent rotating to, I would probably put Breach in A link, in B link, just because that situation is probably best for the situation. Right? If we don't know where Viper is, we don't want to get too deep onto A site in case Viper already just inserted herself there. We don't want to stick on B site because it's going to be the most amount of angles to expose yourself to. And so being right in the middle where you could hear footsteps or you could hear a plant would be better than just holding in the back line, waiting for a possible flank. But overall, good round, especially your timing with that pinch.
You want me to break doors, Sam? There's one there. He might have heard you.
All right. I want to talk about micro here. So, Mr. Breach, you are in the room with us, yes?
Yeah, I'm here.
Awesome. Okay. So, explain to me the thought process of this.
There's one there. He might have heard you.
Well, walking the tree, you mean?
Yeah.
I was just playing super safe. I guess I could have stayed on the angle, but
All right.
I don't want to risk getting swung one tapped or something.
I mean, it's not actually about the angle. I'm totally fine with backing into tree. Fully fine with that. What I want to show you real quick is this. So this is a Killjoy lockdown. I'm not worried about Killjoy pulling in a lockdown, but there's a reason I'm pulling up this ability on screen. Do you know what that is?
Is that gonna be footstep sound?
This is the footstep radius. This is the sound radius, right? If we were worried about them thinking that we're walking tree, we're not. We can run this and it's fine. They are not going to hear us, even if they get up to here. By the time they get up to here, we've already gone over here, right?
Yeah.
And not only that, but there is one tell, and that is they already know the breach is here. They already know where you're at. And so walking into tree versus, Gecko, coming in this way, right? They know that breach started here. They actually probably think that breach went into B, which could be a good thing. But honestly, it's neither here nor there. But it's just when we, if you're, have you ever been into Radiant?
No.
Okay, so
I've been
one of
close.
the, yeah, I imagine absolutely.
I've
One
been
of the
in radiant
things,
lobbies.
yeah, 100%. So one of the things that like a lot of people who climb into Radiant will focus on is minimizing the time that they're not providing impact and maximizing the amount of impact that they bring to the team down to the like milliseconds of like how long it takes to like come up from an ability before you can bring out your gun, right? What distance can you cover with that? In this case, we've got 7 seconds. Now 8, 10. We now have 13 seconds that we could have just been holding the same angle, right? And so because all we did was pace and walk around in a circle. And I know that in the moment you're going through a bunch of different ideas. You're going through a bunch of different scenarios based on, okay, what if they do this? What if they do this? What if they do this? My biggest advice I can give is start every round with a plan, right? Because if you are going to hold this, then I want you to hold that from the very beginning. If you are going to hold this, then I want you to hold that from the very beginning, right? If we're going to cut back and do that, I want you to stick to that. But if the idea is okay, we will hold this unless they push and cross towards tree, right? I don't think it makes sense for us to do that because after we stun, we can just watch this angle. We can just watch that angle and hold it. Because the idea of holding an angle is that we own that part of the map. If we can look at just how map control works in general, right off rip, you are able to fully control this section of the map. You're able to fully control this section of the map without spending any utility, right? And then if you want to look at what the attackers control, well, they control this, but they have to spend util to get into here, right? They control this off rip, but they have to spend util to get into here. And they control this off rip, but they have to spend util to get into here. And so by just leaving this area completely free, we're removing that barrier of entry for them because they can just jump peek that and then realize, hey, we have this for free, and now they've taken it in. Versus us just being able to hold this for 12 seconds. That provides us with an infinite time more value than potentially letting them walk up. Now, granted, they didn't trigger the Viper wall, right? I mean, that's still another huge benefit for us because that means that we can hold this angle, right? We could have been holding this angle.
Yeah, I'm in a pretty bad spot.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll hold this. Okay.
The other thing as well is I can tell you're not looking at the minimap, and that's because of where you're worried about. So Gecko is in a very nice position here. Look at all the stuff that he can see, right? So he's got this whole side covered, right? So he has literally everything up to like this block covered, I would say. Like that's the area that he's got, right? So if we were to try to visualize it, right? But we're still holding this this sideline as if someone's about to swing. Right, and then actually, Gecko, it's the same thing for you because you had such a Giga Chad position, and we're just giving it up because we're terrified. They're out auraing us right now. Right, so when you are holding that position, just hold it, right? Holding is going to be better than peeking in 90% of scenarios on defense, unless you can guarantee that you're going to get a timing, right? But in this situation, if there was someone here, they would probably be in a better spot than us to get that win. Right, so right here, when you're holding this, just continue.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll hold this.
right? So this is good. You tell good communication of when you're trading that hold, right?
Nothing in. Bombs you there. One in elbow. Ben, I think. I'm dead.
Great hold. I wish I could see it. Great stuff. And yeah, I mean, so on this breach, all I could say is you know, commit to the bit. Commit to the bit, right? If you spend all that time rotating, you keep all that time rotating, all right?
Is he a bomb?
We already left A. Don't pretend like we can go back in time.
Wait, he TP'd.
But yeah, I mean, great stuff. Next time you guys record a scrim, try to get someone to observe and like bounce between all the
Yes,
This is
that
very
yeah, that was
We
that'll be me. I
also-
will for sure
We
get
had no
that.
practice before this, so we're basically just playing a ranked match.
I see, no
like
worries.
it's our first time together.
Yeah, other than
Well-
tryouts, this is pretty much the first time since the match got FF'd.
I see. That's funny. I mean, hey, me at least you guys were doing good. When you guys got when the other team FF, it tells me you guys are at least doing pretty good out there. So I like that. All right. So again, 4-stack, huge util dump, good info as well. Now, how do we play off of it? Right. So I like this. We're leaving one person. You're in a good position now as well. Gecko, we gotta commit. We gotta understand from the very beginning what the plan is if we detect someone there and they're pushing versus if we detect someone there and they're not pushing. Right? Because again, the same thing I told Breach. If you're gonna spend 10 seconds to go somewhere else, I would rather you just spend that 10 seconds to stay there the whole time. Yeah, careful with where we're holding these things. Again, so looking at Rays, this is definitely a bad case of over peaking. We're on defense. We don't need to take that deep of control, right? As long as we're in a position where we're able to understand, okay, they can't come through this barrier here, then that's fine. But when then they start realizing, hey, their duelist is out of position, they're going to take advantage of that. And I am fine with our duelist being out of position if we are going to be the ones that take advantage of that. But look at how locked in Viper is right now. We got the Viper's pit or the snake bite on the ground, right? And Viper is doing this. Viper is dealing with both of you right now, right? And then Viper gets, of course, doesn't get the kill because it's the door because they're defaulting. They probably have, I would guess 1, 2. There's Viper, and there's probably 3 is hanging out here, and maybe they've got 4 right here. That's what I would guess. And then, yeah, so Fade is on the door, and looks like Viper did some damage over there. Omen is somewhere. Omen probably on this side as well. Maybe I missed it, but yeah. So here's Fade hitting the door. There's Rays. There's Omen. Yeah, 3 on C. Right, and just that timing of, well, hey, they open the door when we're trying to fall back. And so this box, there is a box right here that does exist for a reason. If that door opens, you're not hitting that cross, right? If this door gets opened, Rays, I'm sorry, your time is up, but there is a box here, right? So we can use that. We can crouch behind it, no shame, right? That way we're still at least holding this angle and we're not being diffed by this box. Every piece of geometry in a Valorant map is there on purpose, right? They're like these pillars here are there on purpose. They're not just for decoration. This box is not just for decoration. That box is there specifically to benefit defenders who are able to take this space and not have to worry about getting traded from the door, right? So use that, right? Don't try to just cross out because, even if you double satchel, there's going to be a day where some dude just hits his shot while you're in the middle of double satcheling, right? And then also Fade pushes that door, right? And if we had, because look at this, our Breach is able to come up and take out Viper. That alleviates a little bit of pressure here. And so if we were able to stay alive here, then this gives Omen a really good opportunity to create a crossfire, right? So we can create a crossfire with us. The reason I'm like picking on your guys' positioning so much is just because of the fact that I
There's
oh wait,
fade on B.
my oh hold on, my sound just died. Oh, okay, we're good. I'm back. The reason I'm picking on your positioning so much is because you guys do not move like a challengers team. You guys do not move like a VCT team. You guys move like a ranked team, right? And we can clean that up quite a bit, right? And so, yeah, same here. Like, so Breach, we are peeking this angle that our teammate has freshly died from, and then we are surprised that someone is holding the angle that our teammate has freshly died from. I'm just gonna circle this on the screen, and I will let that circle do the talking as well. Just gonna. Okay. Anyway, on to the next one. All right. Ooh, we get some Killjoy footage. Let's go. All right. Staying Alive. Name of the game. Big fan.
I'm pretty sure I saved. You should just skip this, Loki.
I should skip this, but also. Good info, right? For how we're gonna be placing our crosshairs next time. Because how many times I want you to put yourself in the shoes of the attackers. How many times are you in post plant where you are holding from up here, where you're up here? Not many, right? Your crosshair was trained as if he was up here. You did have a fantastic crosshair placement if he was going to be on upper level. I would say that's probably pretty close. I think in reality, if they were standing right here, it would be around here, but still, right? But yeah, this is a very common hold angle. So just be careful, because that could have been the end right there, right? Routing is good, though. Routing is a bit dangerous. To be honest, if I have a situation where I have 4 people up and it's just a Killjoy in post plant, we're probably hunting to delete the Killjoy. So, you know, once you get up to the higher levels, you will need to worry about that. Okay, good jump peaks, but okay, let's see this. Now, I can't really see what happened, but I could see that Omen died likely in tree. Yeah, he died in tree. Raze ult in tree. When you see the enemy Raze has ult, right? Think about how your team would route that. If Raze has ult online, I'm gonna pretty much assume that they're going A with that every time. There are gonna be a few times where they go C with it. But if we've been dedicating Killjoy util on C, then it's most likely they're gonna go A with it. Right. So what we can do is a couple different things. The first thing we can do is set our Killjoy util up in a way to isolate that. We can set our Killjoy util up in a way to directly attempt to counter Raze ult. And so what I mean by that is if Raze is going to double satchel in, team is going to come next. And Killjoy mollies are designed to just stop people from pushing in. So that's why we set up our Killjoy mollies the way we do on C, right? Nothing stopping you from learning the Killjoy lineup from heaven that gets the mollies out right here and right here, exactly where you need them. Nothing stopping you from pre-placing a Killjoy molly right off rip, as soon as that wall drops and getting it thrown out where it needs to be. Nothing stopping a Killjoy turret from being placed right here to get that peak as soon as possible. Because, like, yeah, I mean, you know, Killjoy does do some work here at the end on A anyway. We are already set up there. But our poor Omen did not have to die like this. Wait, my stuff keeps muting for some reason.
Don't feel bad for him.
Don't feel bad for him. It's crazy. So 3 and tree is the call. Huge. I'm very happy with this. Very happy with that. Not happy with how we died in dirt here and drop. But Raze isn't here for me to yell at, so that's fine. Oh, okay. Yeah, I this is, I think, maybe a little autopilot here, right? So Gecko's already watching that, right? So Gecko is already watching to make sure Omen isn't there. But if Omen is there, obviously he's not, because he's gonna be busy ulting. We don't know that yet, but let's just assume Omen's gonna be holding that peak for us, right? We flash, and also we're doing this. We're doing too much, right? You come back, you're good on Viper, but we over peaked and then put ourselves into position with Killjoy, right? And so we could have taken this fight from a much wider angle, and I definitely would like to see us, when we hit this flash, that we're basically hugging that back box, right? Because Gecko's doing the most for us right now. He's helping us out quite a bit.
I was under heavy pressure. I thought that Omen would have swung that cross. That was just a time crunch. That's why I was rushing the flash peak.
What were you in a time crunch for Omen?
Well, I thought Omen was drop, and I figured the bomb was down for a little while.
Bomb was down for...
I did just get planted.
Let's see.
Yeah, it was a little while.
10 seconds. 14, 15. So 15 seconds. We still had 30 seconds on the spike.
It was more because I was scared that Omen is gonna swing the cross.
Understandable, right?
That's why
and this
I
is
W king.
Yeah. I would say this is one of those cases where the right answer was actually in the util that you didn't use, right? If we're worried that Omen's gonna swing and we know Omen is drop, well, again, we've got some very handy tools that we can use to clear that specific angle, right?
Yeah.
Or if we're worried about getting cleared from these guys and we want to focus on Omen, well, then we can use that to hold tree so we can just deal with Omen, right?
Yeah, I definitely should have just stunned the drop and then calmed for the double flash peak, but for some reason I thought there's less time in the moment.
Yeah, and we had the stun, right? I don't usually like to bring up the stun just because there's not that often that we're in a situation to use stun in post plant. This is one of those times where we have stun for post plant, right? 2 initiators versus one controller who's out of position, one controller who is just waiting to use the molly, and then Senti, who is also probably just waiting to use the mollies. We have the better util in this situation. Do your best to just use all of your util. And I think just a general rule of thumb for everybody is if you die with util in your pocket, you did not do your job correctly. So that is a big thing that I want to see you guys do, right? So when you get down to the basics of what Valorant is as a game, there's one concept that kind of reigns true, and that is the 50-50 concept. Do you guys know the 50-50 concept?
Not that I'm aware of.
Are you talking
like a dry gunfight, it's a 50-50, but if you use util in your favor, then you have a higher probability to win the fight.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Playing the numbers.
Exactly. Playing the numbers, always trying to get that advantage. But that isn't just for util. Earlier, we talked about this angle specifically, right? Where we've got this door, or we've got this hallway, this entry, where it is almost impossible for us as defenders to clear. And so the same can be said about tree, right? So tree is the exact opposite. Like, look at that. If you do a copy paste, we're looking at very, very similar ideas here. Where if you're coming out of tree, you have to worry about this angle, which right now they've got covered, right? You have to worry about this angle, which they know that you're there, right? They have to worry about this angle. They have to worry about this angle, right? They have to worry about deeper angles, right? Tree sucks to get out from if you don't have the right util in the right spots. And so they are actually in a very not great position, but also look at where they planted. So obviously this is considered default, but given the post-plant situation they had, would you guys say that they planted in the right spot or in the wrong spot?
Wrong spot.
Yes. Very good. Why?
Because they have to swing out to clear the bomb.
Exactly. They have to swing all the way out to here to be able to get sightline, right? Depending on where they go, they have to be on this side here, which we can actually shut down, right? Whether that's with an aftershock, whether that's with our stun, right? Whether that's with just flashing them and stun locking them with that, right? This is a terrible spot for them to plant. If they planted here, then it's tough, right? That's really a lot harder for us because they can hold that from super far back. But given the fact they had Omen in drop, we really should prioritize boxing, which is just making sure like, hey, this is their box, right? Because they control over here and they control over here. Now, Omen ults and he gets out, which sucks for us, right? But we don't know that he's going to do that yet. But still, our routing onto site should be to force his hand, right? Whether or not that's backing up this way at the very beginning instead of walking down through stairs. I think after we clear the enemy that was outside stairs, we go back, right? Because now we've shrunk their box, right? So if their box of control was this, because they had tree control, they had drop, and then they had one unknown. So once we killed the unknown, we shrank their map control into this, right? Our next goal is to shrink that map control even further. As soon as we eliminate Omen, then it's just tree, right? Less for us to worry about. And as initiators, with all of our util, that should be very easy for us to do. Target acquisition. So the spike needs to not be scary for you guys. The spike at 15 seconds in should not be forcing us to play this scared. Just because of the fact that we had so much time to think about a plan. And so, yeah, I would just kind of run back through this round a couple different times with the team and just think about your A post plants. I take the time for my team to draw up post plants for every possible scenario. Let's see, this isn't that one. Let's see. This is the one I drew for Genji. No, this is. There we go. This is the one, right? So I come up with post plants for every site, for every combination of what util we have left, for what boxes we need to clear, because you can never like prepare for every situation, right? Other than Ascent, where Ascent there's like a default meta where they have the same agents they play over and over and over again, right?
Yeah.
But at the very least, what you can do is you can create segments of, hey, this is a common place where we need to have extra support. So here's a Poison Cloud one way, right? If we don't have that for one way, what does it look like when we have Astra available and we don't have Viper, right? So all of these sort of situations where just depending on who is up, right? And then I was taking notes of like the different comps and like who we were likely to come up against and what the routing could look like. This is a super old playbook, so none of this is relevant anymore. But you guys should take the time to do that, right? Try to figure out where your areas of importance are. I think I've seen enough from the defense half. I'd love to now cut back into your attack half. Actually, let's watch one more. Watch one more defense half.
I don't want to cut you short, but they're gonna be
Oh.
getting into a scrim soon.
Okay.
So, I'm so sorry. I really don't want to cut you short at all.
I'm so sorry. No, I'm
No.
sorry I took so much time. Do you want me to jump in with the scrim?
That would be amazing if you have the time to.
Yeah, let's do it. I can boot up right now. I got my Smurf. I got my Smurf account on NA, so
Yeah, that would be amazing. I really that was really insightful, and I'm sure everyone here is very.
Yeah, that was amazing. I was like, I used to watch Woohoojin before he was the whole thing happened, and like a lot of just YouTube coaching content, a lot of solo queue, VOD reviewing, but that was like specific high quality. That was really good. I like what you said.
Thank you. I'm very glad. Yeah, I mean my main job for the last 2 years has been just coaching Valorant, full time. So I've learned a lot from just Pro League, and then in the last year a lot I have learned quite a bit about like just specifically the low immortal to high radiant, like what separates those ranks. And there's probably not as many people that are as knee deep into that specific area as I am. But I'm very happy that you found value in it. So thank you.
Red team, sorry to put you on the spot, but people are probably gonna just sit and watch.
All right, yeah, check this out. Silver 2, not gonna toot my own horn or anything, but I got that all by myself.
Let me see the career.
Let's see. So I had a student playing yesterday on this account. He is Immortal 1 trying to get to Radiant this act. And so I told him that I wanted him to play in Gold Elo, and I wanted him to play with no abilities, no comms, just straight gunplay. This is Immortal.
So that's why I have those teammates.
Yeah, you're throwing his weekend.
Yeah, I was throwing him as rank games with this. So this is an Immortal in a gold lobby with no comms, no util, just guns.
That's crazy.
And it shows you how important all of those things are. So if you can get really good at communicating, if you can get really good at timing, you can get really good at maximizing your util, you can get a lot more value.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, this is just the generic Gen G account.
Jacob, do you wanna invite or party code? I don't know if
Yeah, party code is B.
Cool.
He
Go to
should
play.
have access
Yep.
to chats. If you want to copy
B.
paste it,
Oh yeah, put it in the.
you can
PC
put it in the
chat.
chat or something.
Is there a chat for this channel?
You can just use UC Val. He should be able to see it. Theoretically.
I think I can see everything. Yeah.
Right.
Wait.
Wait.
I don't-
1 second. Wait, I got this. Fixed it. Yay. Okay.
Hey, I can see it.
I need to go
Alright,
through
cool.
and update all these permissions.
Oh, good. Yeah, there we go.
Doc, are you here?
Looks like we're starting attack.
I accidentally invited Whippets and Joy or whoever the fuck. they are.
Yo, that is a crazy name, bro.
Okay. Well, we didn't get to attack on the VOD, but now you're gonna be able to see it live.
Yeah.
What map are we playing?
Ascent.
Oh, sick.
Let's hope Danny is here.
All right.
Yeah.
So we can do this in one of two ways. The first way is I can I can basically be your OGL, out of game leader, and I can call strats for you during game. The second way is that I can be your pre-rounder, where I will just give you 15 seconds of recap of what just happened, and then spend the next 15 seconds telling you what to set up for the next round. And that way I'm not talking during your game, I'm just talking during the rounds. Whatever you guys are more comfortable with. I think that OGLing is the more preferred in America, but it's entirely up to you guys of what you guys want.
That's on you, Jacob, because yours IGL.
Not for this team.
Not
Nah,
for this
IGLing is
team. What do you
fine.
mean? Who was calling?
Nobody was calling.
Oh.
You said no caller. Yo, let me beat you them, bro. Pick up the dual side GL.
Is Danny on, or do I need to pull a sub?
I just messaged Danny. He hasn't responded.
I mean, technically,
he's not gonna join.
You could.
Put me in, coach.
I'm not warmed up though.
Hey, it's okay. You don't need to be like good. You just have to like be good.
Absolutely, I'll be the best Omen player you ever had.
Oh yeah, Danny said he couldn't play on Wednesday.
Bro,
I forgot about
okay.
that.
Yeah, let me wait. Elliot said he would fail, but I don't know.
I think. Hold on. Who do I have on?
Sorry. I'm gonna get on them about communication.
No, Danny communicated it. I just forgot. So I was a bad I was a bad middleman.
That's okay. I had another sub lined up, but Waldy's not answering me now.
But we have people here. Brian.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be willing, but I'm pretty bad.
Actually, I can ask Matthew if he wants to play.
Just get Braga up in here.
What you said, Jacob?
Get Brian. I invited him.
God.
This team is probably wondering where all of our Radiant players went.
Yeah, I know.
They're both gone.
Because they were like, they literally asked me specifically. I don't even know how this dude found my like Discord or whatever, but I got a message and he's like, "Yo, like you're UC Val's like manager, right? Like, we've been like scrimming these immortal scrims and they're just like not enough. Like, can we scrim you guys?"
We're either about to call them terrible players or we're going to get racked with 3 subs.
This is gonna be so
I
funny.
hope not.
Alright,
It's
well,
okay. My rank's basically a lie. I've just been running it down.
I think Law might join.
Law?
Oh, Law?
Oh,
Wait.
there's Law.
Oh my
invited
god.
him?
Who invited Law?
Of course, you're one and only.
Oh my god, wait, you know Law?
Who's Law?
Yeah, we used to queue rank together. He used to be on Jacob's team.
He actually knows how.
No,
Like video
no
game high
observers.
school.
It said no observer. Sorry.
Oh, cause yeah, is Law gonna play? He does. Law plays a lot of tier 3 stuff.
Law needs to play KO. So what he needs
Yeah,
to
he
do.
can play KO for you guys. He
Like,
knows how to
thank
do
you.
that. Well, from what I'm aware of, he has the lineups.
I have one lineup.
What do you want me to play?
So it'll be Mask on Duelist, Law on KO. So you're probably gonna play Sova or
Okay.
whatever they don't want to play. Did you drag Law in? Hi, Law. Hi, Jake.
Dude, I didn't even warm up yet.
That's okay. You're gonna be
That
on
was
KO.
Okay.
Unless you want to be on Sova.
I'll play anything.
What do you want, Taka?
Is Jacob on KJ or Cypher?
Probably KJ. I'd rather play KJ on this map.
Okay. So wait, Sam on the Omen this game?
I'm finally back.
That's
Yo.
crazy. He's back.
We lost.
I can play Sova. You want open Taka?
Yeah.
I bet.
I'm just kidding. I'll play
I got the tech on this. I mean, it's the easiest fucking Sova map. So
So
I know
Taka,
some lineups.
Jactile, and Vulcan have been on the teams pretty much every single year. So they're like our
Nice.
returning veterans.
Awesome.
Taka and Vulcan both hit Radiant. And then I think Sam, you peaked like close.
Yeah, I've hit 400. Alright.
Oh, they're starting. Okay. So are we deciding on
Yeah, you can
So,
just GL or whatever.
I will OGL, IGL for you guys. All right, so we're doing default comp or
Yep.
You pick the comp. Oh.
perfect. We're starting on defense, right? I mean, if you guys wanted to
Attack.
try, oh, starting
Or-
on attack, go for default comp. Go for default comp. That's it's good for me to see your fundamentals, see where you're at.
Am I playing KO?
You want
Yeah.
you want Sova or Omen, Sam?
Whatever you don't want, bro.
Dude, you pick.
I'll
Just
stick
put
the
Sam
Omen.
on the Omen.
I'll stick the Omen.
Bro, I fucking ate 5 Big Macs today, Taka.
Dude, you're a fat ass.
Wait, you're big as hell,
Big
bro.
Mac is
No,
fucking
you
bad.
didn't.
Wait, that's actually good. No way. How much protein's in each one?
I think like 37 grams.
That's all bread.
No way, bro. There's
Wait, that's
no way.
cap. There's no way that's
That's
37
looking some
grams
big
of
back
bread.
shit, bro.
Yeah.
Unless those buns are made out of pure milk, that's cap.
Yeah. There's
Yeah,
like
that's
no
cap.
meat on those things.
Actually, there's 26 grams in each.
Oh, my bad. I knew it was something like that.
Wait.
Gotta get that quarter pounder.
So what else did you eat other than 5 Big Macs?
Other than 5 Big Macs, I had
Like
3
today.
large fries.
Alright,
Okay.
hold
okay.
on.
I also had... Oh, sorry.
So they're running default comp, but they got Cypher, right? So what does that open up for us? What does that add for them? I want you guys to always be thinking about the team comp, right? During this particular time, right? This is when you guys need to start thinking about what is the most important thing to focus on for each person.
Ooh.
Alright.
You gotta break the strips, brother.
Yeah, I gotta break the trips.
And they don't have KJ out for retakes.
True.
Easier
so,
flanks, no?
Yeah,
On-
they're also gonna have cam for like hard lines and shit.
Yo, lol,
Are you
take-
pretend for a sec? Sorry.
Exactly. All right. So what I want you guys to do on pistols, when they've got a Cypher, is we got to see what his default is going to be, right? So it's very unlikely that anyone will play a different site than their main site on pistol round because they're gonna buy a ghost most likely, and they're gonna have less util. So they're gonna play on whatever site they're more comfortable on. So I want you guys to push mid here because it'll allow us to get really early info on where Cypher is and not have to deal with it.
I
You know,
Sorry, my mouse is like updating right now. Just give it a sec. I don't know why. It won't let me switch to DPI.
You're
I
good.
see.
So we're just doing a mid default. Want me to smoke
Oh,
cat?
the bottom
Yes,
mid?
sir.
I'll just let be mean.
Jacob, he's spectating you.
It's like, yeah, what do we want to prod in on our mid default? Are we defaulting to bottom mid or cat?
Probably about a minute if we want to figure out where Cypher is now.
Yeah, I want you guys to take market. And if you can, take defender spawn. Think about Ascent the same way you think about like Sunset, where you have to push all the way deep into mid in order to get access to Boba lane, in order to get access to A-Link. So think about Ascent that same way, right? Defender lane to heaven is an absolutely viable strategy on attack when you're going up against like for example Deadlock Cypher. We don't have that on the other team, but they still got Cypher, and I hate Cypher, so it's Cypher's not going to put his trips on heaven, right?
Yep.
Sova, I want you to prio your owl drone. Always Sova util on pistols, especially when we're really trying to go for info. I'd much rather you have owl drone than light shields.
Taka.
Get that drone, buddy.
Yeah, buy that drone.
Oh. Sorry.
He was talking to you, buddy.
So it's a little rough.
Okay.
It's my bedtime soon. It's my bedtime soon. Please.
We're good.
Please.
It's like 2 p.m. over here.
Yeah, we're
Yep.
good.
Let's go.
You guys hate us, bro.
You guys can suck my
I can knife mark it if you guys want.
If they're in there, I can no one flash. if we want to push.
Starting.
Knife market coming.
Nothing
Nothing market.
even.
I have drone still.
Market's clear.
Right.
Can we break the alarm bot or chip?
Cypher B, Cypher B.
It's your first on tag, one tag.
His cam is top B main. One dragon.
Broke chip.
Trap. Cat.
One
I'm gonna look
cat.
at. I'm gonna look at. You walk back in tree. Holding cat right now.
I think Cypher solo B. I think we head into the Cypher.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back into market. We can just split in.
Alright.
I'm gonna smoke right now.
Smoke's gonna drop soon.
Yeah, you should.
One spawn. He's
Cypher
stairs. He's
side.
stairs.
Smoke CT. I have a one way. I'm
I
trying to
don't like
blind
the
stairs.
Cypher.
Blind stairs.
I hit the cipher.
Sova on site.
Side. 2. One more backside. Nice mask. Okay.
All right. So first things first. Omen, I want to work on that smoke just a little bit. So Omen smokes have a really good ability, and that is that we can create a one-way smoke anywhere. So at the very beginning, right, you threw the smoke right where you needed to, but we had like those like the first 2 seconds where we cannot push until we like know for a fact that they're not there, right? Until we know for a fact that the smoke has popped and we're clear. But if you throw the smoke just slightly higher, so it has time to drop down, we can see their feet for a little bit.
Alright.
Knife aim in for info.
Gotta
Oh,
wait for it to
basket.
pop, though, still. Gotta wait for it to pop.
I'm gonna walk to smoke. Look here. You have dart or no?
He's in there. He's in there.
Gotta outlaw.
Well, you walk back. There's here. There's here. I'm gonna jet close here.
Sova's joining mid from market.
I'm gonna
These are
rotate.
probably gonna fight tree. Yeah, can you come with me?
Yep.
You have flash or no?
Yeah, I do. I'm just gonna work
Okay.
like 3, 2, 1.
Oh shit, I just went too early. Hit the on jet, 30 on omen.
That's it.
Yeah, jump in tree that round. Are
All
you taking
good?
main control?
Hmm?
Are you taking it main control or no?
I knifed at the start.
All right, so let's go for mid to A this time. Just because we at least know, hey, Sova's probably going to be on mid, Cypher's probably going to be on B. So if we A split, be a little bit better for us. I do want you to chow catwalk still, because I know that jet is still holding on that outlaw.
Smoke bottom mid.
Yep.
I'm gonna jump cat. Mask.
One.
Yeah,
One way
yeah, yeah.
there.
I'm waiting for you. I'm holding right now.
And flash off the
Smoke
drone.
bottom is gonna
Yep,
be
you don't know.
careful.
One's
A was
main.
falling off. A main falling off.
He was on
Red smoke your
site.
tree cross.
I'm.
Are you double saying this? 3,
Yeah,
2,
swing it.
1.
2, 1. I'm flashing over
huge.
side. Let's go.
I'm walking out, walking out.
I'm close. Nice, good trade, bro.
Holding your heaven, holding your
I
heaven.
gotta get bomb.
Sova darted from spawn.
I'm looking at your heaven right now. Can you guys help?
He's on heaven.
Jet, you throw a one-way
Whatever.
smoke to take heaven?
Sova
Deep
heaven.
heaven. This one deep.
We're up numbers.
Oh, we got KOD.
Oh, look at fucking
Wait, hold heaven. I
balls.
jump up off you.
Nice.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Let's
Heaven.
go heaven.
Fucking be smoke deep.
Oh, good smoke. Good smoke.
Huge.
Nice.
Oh!
Yeah.
The fuck?
360 no scope.
Hearing 2
Where's
games
she
at
going?
once.
Nice.
Good run.
All right, so now we go B immediately. We don't let them think that we're getting comfy on A. So they are most likely still, you know, this team isn't that good. So they're probably not thinking about the fact that, hey, that was a weapon disadvantage. So we're going to shift B here. What's really important is I want it to still look like we're taking mid control. So bottom mid or catwalk, whichever that is. If you do smoke bottom mid, nobody gets spotted.
Cypher
Yeah,
cam.
Jet probably has an op.
I can knife side when you guys are ready to go.
Johnny B main. Johnny B main.
I'm hiding from it.
Law, you're exposed.
Okay.
Careful.
I know we're good.
Should I re-drone?
No, you should
Walk
well,
up?
Actually, yeah, you should. They might be holding the angle now.
He's on top of the boxy thingy. Yeah, he's on top of the box.
Yeah, okay, you have flash for second up there, definitely.
Yeah.
I can dart side too. Ready?
Tell me when you're ready. 3, 2, 1.
Ready now.
Flash.
Oh, what's one?
I'm right clicking.
Just one top.
I don't think we go. There's 3.
Stairs. Yeah, we cancel.
Yes, here.
I broke a trip.
Jet could already be mid now.
Smoked it already.
Can we
They have
just
a
hold
cam
mid? He's
on
gonna-
B.
Go spawn. He's more likely to rotate, I think.
Careful top mid. I'm holding your top mid.
How long until you get knife?
About
I'm
7
darting
seconds.
12.
Where do you want it?
Can you knife like tree side and then we walk
Okay.
up mid? And then can you
There's
just
one
stick
on
here?
site B. They smoked me off B.
Wait for the smoke. You got time.
30 seconds left.
I have dart.
I have one smoke.
There's a
Just
chip
call
here.
wherever you want. There's a cam right on me, by the way.
Top mid, top mid.
I'm mid too.
Them.
I got spammed.
Last player standing.
Stairs.
Spike down mid.
Okay, so if Jet's holding up, we have two options, and one is to completely avoid it. The other one is to put ourselves into a position to just capitalize on that, because that means that we know Jet is most likely going to be either heaven, CT on B, or in mid, right? I almost guarantee you that Jet's probably going to hold mid. So we can execute mid like it's a site, right? If we wanted to, right? Otherwise, if we want to just avoid it, then think about how we can use our util to get onto B without putting ourselves in Jet sightlines. What smokes does that require?
I still have drone for you guys. No shot.
Cypher market. He's offing it.
Do you have flash goes into the market or no?
Yeah, I can flash it through the smoke if you want.
Yep. He
3,
flashed.
2, 1. Flash.
So,
Yeah, he's close up, close up.
Silver Cypher, Silver Cypher.
Nice. I got one blind for tree.
I'm 3 HP.
That'd be fun.
Can you smoke CT?
2 seconds. 2 seconds.
One mid, turret just went off. Jet smoke turret.
Speed up.
Going through smoke. Nice. There was one more mid.
Lighting here.
Careful CT, you could. Yeah, Jet's flank.
I have flash. I'm one now.
Can we fight up? Can we fight up, Loki?
Yep, play Molly's here as well.
Flashing
It's
that.
one. Jet switch, jet switch.
He's online. He's online.
Yep. Molly's. Killjoy.
Out lane. Hit 40. Nice.
That's right.
144 Jet, bro.
Molly's. Killjoy.
Well, yeah, but if I don't know. That's kind of crazy to pull mollies out there, no?
No, not at all. Not at all. Especially when you've got someone watching your back there. So the reason is think of the alternative is what just happened, right? Worst case scenario, you're pulling out the molly and they swing you with that in your hand. Best case scenario is the molly is going to provide us value for a push that we're not prepared for, right? And so that is a better best case than the best case of not using our mollies. So if we had our mollies there set up, then that would help us out a lot. So think about how they're holding as well. Killjoy, do you have your molly lineups for stairs?
Do I have molly lineup for stairs?
Yeah.
No.
All
Hey,
right.
can you help me get a main controls run? They're definitely
They're
main.
instantly joining B.
I'll dart your main.
Yep.
They're
Holding right
pushing.
now. One's here.
You know, you want to just
Could
bait
be
me?
holding wide. Look, he could be to you.
There's
I'm
2.
taking
Yeah,
it.
there's 2.
Yeah.
They're pushing. I think he's wide.
Can you flash?
Oh, he's speaking. Wide. 2. They're fighting.
Full blind.
He dinked. He's dinked.
101 Cypher.
Oh shit! Shit. He has a main still.
Nice. Okay, now take B immediately.
Yep, I'm away.
Get there
He was
fast.
hit 78.
Just admitted it up.
Yep. Omen, I don't know why you went back.
Yep, where you go, cat.
All right. Jet was mid, so Killjoy alarm bot.
Yeah, we could be here. Closing market door right now.
All right. Now you've got time to get those mollies planted.
Yep.
We have all
We
two.
well, you go. Stay right here, maybe. Never mind.
Oh shit.
KO is hit 78.
One out CT.
That is not where I
Sorry,
want
man.
those mollies.
Oh yeah, my bad. One
Huge.
more stairs.
Yeah.
Jet
Running
lane,
off
jet
angle.
lane.
Good. Running off angle on CT, walk out. Go on CT now.
Okay.
One enemy remaining.
Out.
Flank
Green
down,
box.
flank down.
Last player standing.
Huge.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Good
Oh,
job,
good job,
guys.
Good job.
Thrifty.
So,
Thrifty.
in an ideal post plant there, right? We're able to play off the fact that we have all of our Killjoy util, right? So we have a turret we can put up, we have an alarm bot we can put up. I really want to be clear, like you guys need to be using a lot more of that util.
Want to use our KJ out before they get their Sova out?
Yeah, we can. So he normally plays Odin on B, so we should probably go A with it.
Yeah, we could go A right now, I would say.
Oh, my stomach.
Placing alarm bot.
You want me dark close?
You just drone it. Save
Yeah,
that
just
for a
drone.
second. I'm on cat. It didn't hit me.
It hit me.
It's all
Hit 3 of us.
four.
Good one, so KO's. It's a right click flash. Okay.
We
I think we
didn't.
need to like. Can we maybe
Let's-
have like KO leave bomb and run A or run B, make noise?
No. We can take A, right? We have Omen ult
Yeah.
for info. Yeah, we have Omen ult. We still have Sova Dart, so we got info in 2 places. Let's get Sova Dart on site.
We're gonna all out heaven when it's about to go
Okay.
off. Make sure they're
Ready
not
to
there.
go?
Yep.
Yep. I'm darting.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Flashing
Yeah,
cover.
Push now. Push now.
Dude,
Push
look,
up,
look,
push up,
look,
push up, push up.
Right side heaven, behind the box.
Hurt.
He dashed.
Hell dead.
Nice.
One more heaven.
400 Evan. Not wide.
Hell, heaven.
Hell.
Oh, one more. Omen hell.
Hell dead.
Heaven out.
Drop
it.
Gen. Nice, dead.
Heaven.
Dropping.
Nice.
Nice.
Play.
I didn't-
All
I
right.
didn't know
Really
that.
important note for the Killjoy ult is you want to push. You don't want to push too late. You almost had the timing there. When there's 3 seconds left, that's when you go. That's when that Sova went as well, because he knows that too. So that 3-second mark is when you want to push, because that's when they're gonna start moving. No action happens without movement. So as soon as they're gonna pull an ability, or as soon as you pull an ability, you have to expect a response.
True.
So.
Jet's gonna up again, so. Don't keep getting
Mid
your eye.
or-
Smoking
Yeah,
cat.
keep on.
I'm darting bottom mid. Give me a sec. And I'm like,
So has an Odin on B.
Bottom
Shouldn't
mid.
bring
All right,
it.
we have mid. Let's take mid. Take advantage of that.
Cypher B, Brook can.
KO
top
knifed,
and
KO knifed A.
I'm gonna walk. I'm just gonna break this.
KO walked up, I mean.
This usually in. You want to mid blind? Blind spark. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think this guy's here. He's there. Top.
Someone blinded from tree.
This guy's going crazy with the op.
Careful top mid. Could also be pushed to B. Yep, Sova's B main. It's probably just a save, honestly.
Yeah. One more B man, Sova.
Just talk. I have your walk up. Cover going out. Thanks.
He backed up with that. He's spamming.
You've also got turret to peek if you wanted to. But yeah, so they're really just being carried by this jet with the op. So the best way to deal with that is just straight executes,
Yeah.
right? So what we need to do is fast execute on A this round. So I want you guys to like just Omen is gonna throw the one way on A, right? He's absolutely throwing the one way on A. So what we need to do is just get past it, right? Get past it and go as fast as aggro as possible.
Everybody
So
someone.
25% chance that Jet is A main for us. So let's use that to our advantage, right? So swing off Sova Dart, swing off KO knife, right? Jet updraft and knives over that initial one-way
Oh
smoke.
wait, Omen flash insta.
Yep,
Yeah, one
double
flash.
flashes.
Yeah.
Go fast, go fast.
I'll swing
Right
over
side.
Main,
the.
right
I'll swing
side.
3, 2, 1 pop. I'll swing
Swing at
25%.
1, he's back in, left side.
Yep.
On site, on site.
On site.
Dead.
You right
Right side
side?
heaven.
Okay.
Right.
Player standing.
Two heavens, so both.
Dropped. Nice.
Yeah, two.
Okay.
Yeah, we still got to worry about sight as well. We got to get that. But hey, 25% chance it hit. Unfortunate, but you guys got through Jet really well. If we managed to clear sight, then I think we would have won that round. On this round, right? It's sheriffs. It's save round. Totally fine for us to just try to play for that pick on Jet. If you guys think you can do it, if not, let's take mid control and try to see if Jet is on mid B area, then we go A, catwalk. Easy. If Jet's catwalk, we go B market.
Don't see anything about
I'm
him.
not gonna mark it.
I can dart your cat.
Yep.
You want it?
Yep, there now.
All right, go A, go A.
Market.
Jet's market, we go
Close,
A.
50. Nice trade.
Huge.
There's a gun down.
He crossed over CT. He's gonna be.
I haven't
in
swinging.
Need smoke.
Heaven,
Oh, yeah.
window.
He's gonna be in CT, Gingy.
One heaven dinked.
You're cross again.
Omen's dinked.
Jet's already on heaven.
He's in the smoke.
Player standing.
144 Omen.
Ay.
All right. So again, we got to make sure if we're in mid that we know where we're going, right? We can't just watch the op angle, right? So whoever died bottom of, or top mid there, right? You can't just watch for it because you're gonna get dipped by the op. Right now, the only thing we're worried about is the op, right? Jet's 20 and 3. Everyone else has like sub 7 kills. So we're just worried about the op. Let's try to do an execute on B, right? So let's cut noise, play slow for the first 30 seconds. Let them give us more info. Right, so wait for that. Yeah. That's fine, just cut that noise.
They're joining out of B main.
Yeah, I kept looking at me.
Yeah. They didn't put up one-way smoke again. They probably left in main control.
That's swinging red. He's mid.
All right.
Can you smoke bottom mid?
Yep.
He's holding in main control right now. He's got to walk
He
up.
walked out. He backed out.
I think we should end there.
Yeah.
Third.
And KO.
You can just A split.
I'm gonna-
With Jet.
I think they're holding an up
Yeah,
down.
You stay there.
One
Right
close tree.
Nobody's pushed up in main. They had
Double
one
swing
way
this.
earlier, but there's nothing right
I have
now.
drone.
Ready,
I have
3, 2,
You take
1.
first contact? Or we just double swing?
I'm ulting.
Let's go.
Hopping on the box.
I'll swing. 3, 2, 1, pop.
7-1.
drone. You dinked the one
Dice,
95.
dice.
7-1.
Huge pick.
Left.
You break that?
I know exactly.
You got knife again, and you also have
No flash, no tree.
Molly.
Nice.
7.
Heaven. Nice.
Huge. Good shit, Law. Nice job, Mask. Great job
Yeah.
dealing with that Jet. So you guys saw how fast that Jet rotated, right? So if our goal is to avoid the Jet, right, that we have to go with the timing, knowing that Jet is just going to God rotate every time, right? But that was fantastic. You guys pushed through. If we can get this round as well, in my eyes, that's a perfect half. So let's try and do our best to play off of ults here. Remember, we have Omen ult for free info, even if we can't play off of it, but we want to play off of it.
I'm gonna knife A main off the rip and hold it.
You don't run a mid.
Bottom mid.
Cypher came B.
Oh, whoops.
Nothing in main.
Jeez.
They smoked it early.
Oh.
Oof.
I'm ulting at the bomb.
He's on cow. He's on cow with op. Wow.
You should just fight this when you picks. Ready. Just swing. Nice.
Just bottom mid now.
Smoking off Jet. They're probably gonna be tiles.
Last player
Oh, I
standing.
didn't wait. My bad.
Spike down mid.
Damn.
NT, yeah. So the guys that were holding on B, right? You got to be ready for that sort of peak, right? If it wasn't Killjoy, it would have been Jet, right? So just knowing that, or not Killjoy, sorry, whoever peaked that, right? However that ends up shaking out, where you just get picked off the rip, you have to be ready for it. You have to be ready for someone to push any angle. But right now, I want us to just focus on this default. I want to focus on how we're able to split our information, because we've got tons of info. And that's what we need to do, is just maximize how much info we're getting at any given time.
You guys want to fight A main?
Yeah, we default one me main. If they fight back into A main, Kale, do you have a flash for us to reswing or no?
I can flash you like
Paranoia
behind you.
tree.
I also have a flash
Okay.
for A main if you want to like walk
Okay.
up or some shit.
Sick. Okay.
The knife B.
Nothing.
Not gonna be.
Has to be. Can we reclear mid?
Huge B.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for you, Jacob.
I'm gonna go
Trying
through
to get
market.
there fast.
Wow, I only get one there. Wild.
I hit it, so it was 60.
Coming on site. One stairs.
I'm gonna walk
There's
out.
one
Flash
stairs.
in the left. Flash in the left.
Nice flash. One logs too.
80.
What's that?
All right, so see how they just straight exec there? They just W keyed, pushed in, popped out of the flash, right? They're playing very reactionary. So if we can get info early, we just have to set up for the next step, whether that's if we want to just go for full retake, if that's like the two people that are on site, get off of it, right? If you guys can hold it. I actually thought you could have done a really good job holding it. I think if you had one extra molly there, right?
What do we made again? Thank you.
They flashed it. I'm nothing
I'm
them.
just going into towards B.
Yep.
There's three. Can't
Stall
dash
out as best you can.
Not out yet.
I'm seeing your mid right now. I think we just stay gambled though. Like, it's the only way to win this round.
Grabbing our B. Cypher. Jet B main. There's two B main at least, Jet and Cypher.
So the shock darted.
Smoking 3.
Whoa!
Three mid.
All mid, all mid.
Logs. Jet's logged right now.
40 on every player on their team.
Oh, my bomb, my
Nice.
bomb.
Spike down mid.
40 on Jet, 40 on KO. Ish.
I'm giving it. I'm gonna try to get a gun.
One
Nice,
enemy
nice.
remaining.
I'm backing up towards you.
Yeah, just let him have bomb. He's in market right now.
All right, follow plant here. So there he is gonna go for plant. Try to stay close to him so that you can
Yep.
pop on site.
30 seconds
Yep.
left.
Try to grab guns.
Yep.
Spike
He
Okay, go
planted
down
towards
switch.
stairs.
Nice job.
Nice, good
Good
job.
stuff. So Omen, that smoke in mid, I would say too little, too late there. If you
Yeah.
actually do a half smoke, where it looks like you place a smoke wrong in mid, like kind of like off pizza a little bit.
So you could hide in it.
Yeah, no, it's so that you can bait them to peek it, because they'll think,
There.
oh, this guy placed a smoke wrong, and then you play off of that. Those kinds of smokes are also, like we talked about before, the insta one ways. That would have been huge to save your team in market. Otherwise, great round. Silva, I want you to dart right off rip here, and I want you to play your life. Your goal this round is to have second recon dart.
Where do you want it?
Wherever you need the info.
One way in A.
Deep B main.
There's two tiles, KO and Cypher.
He-
Gonna play switch,
No,
so I can
no, no,
flash for
no.
either of you. They
No.
smoked cat.
No need for drone, Silva.
When we
Just play
faded.
off my turret.
Game in yet. That's it, man.
Rethrowing the one way. Flash or they try to swing.
Cypher
He's not in
cat.
yet.
Come join mid. Come join mid. Cypher cat.
I'd be A split look here.
Yep. I would drone mid here for sure.
Okay, flashing.
Yep. Call for the I'm blinding for that hits me. Smoking mom
I'm
cat.
blowing them.
Good started in main.
Top
Nice
mid.
up mid.
You can come through, you can come through.
There's three mid. Three mid.
Alright, swing on me if you want.
How long
Another
until
dart.
dart?
I have it.
Okay.
There's four
Four
cat.
cat.
Four
Dart
cat.
mid.
Where do you
Wow.
want it? Throw it in. Gotcha.
Yeah, they might
Yeah.
they might go B now.
Yeah, careful.
Nice.
Huge.
Entry.
Down mid.
Nice.
One
Good.
enemy remaining.
Nice, I can-
Huge round. Great
Round.
job, guys. All right, Killjoy, I want you to put your turret in market facing towards B main. So it's like the deep peak. Do you know that one?
I think. This one right
Can I
here.
get a drop?
Pretty much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that one works. And then I want you guys to play, if you're weak siding B, play B retake. So Killjoy, alarm bot set to stall out as much as you can. One molly on site as well.
One way and
And then if they
Wow.
come...
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I
Good
want to
house,
find
good
thing
house,
main.
man.
Yeah, can you come in main?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
You want me to flash you an A main?
Yeah, I want you to flash me a deep ever.
Can you give me
way.
1 second? Give me 1 second.
Yep.
One way's gonna fade.
Are you ready?
You're running up cat.
Yep,
You're running
ready.
up cat.
3, 2, 1, pop. I'm tagged.
They're entry,
One more
entry,
main, one more
entry,
main.
I blinded him.
Ew,
Comes the main.
Yeah, entry.
2 tree, 1 in main. 2 tree, 1 in main.
I got you, bro.
70 jet.
Oh, he's at 40.
Have you ever seen Cypher?
Yeah.
Cypher's in main.
Jet's 1 HP.
Spike planted. Recalling my bot.
Gotcha.
All good, all good. All right, Mask, this round, are you able to op?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Coming up on a mid.
Just
Is
let me
Ray start
pull
like
his
market
knee.
with me?
Oh, you're gonna put him in? Alright. That's fine.
Up in the tiles line.
One way to force util.
I'm
Yep,
done.
yep. Law, I want you to take take presence on cat early.
Okay.
Oops.
Hurt me?
Okay.
I'm gonna smoke me.
No. Just smoking off my
I'm doing
turret.
tiles right now.
Are rejoining?
Nobody like me.
You drone, you saw me.
I'm coming.
See about a mid.
Nice.
Nice.
One more.
Inserted in
Back in the
line.
line.
A lot.
I'm waiting for cross. Jet dash away.
You want to just fight?
Ghost.
You good? You have the advantage right now.
Smoke on mid. I'm leaving. I'm gonna go
I have
cat
enough
now.
for 6. I'm gonna renaf cat.
Yeah, you wanna come cat and log?
Yeah.
game in?
You can swap, you can swap.
B main
Yeah,
contact.
yeah, yeah. Smoking B. Gonna take a second.
Yeah, there's one. There's one bottom mid.
Code 1A, code 1A. So
Hey, can you swap me? I can pick up your cat.
Yep.
You got him inside.
Cypher's B main. He's stuck in my smoke.
I'm just giving it. We have numbers.
Yep. See Cypher now.
Down mid.
Yeah, he's B main. He's B main.
Heard. Yep, I'm coming then.
D main and mid.
I just fight this kid.
Last guy's mid.
Nice.
30 seconds left.
Bridge.
Nice.
Good job.
Great
Gragas.
presence. All right, so they are most likely going to set up for execute next round. So let's set aggressive A op, and then same setup on B because it's been working for us. Sova, same thing. You want to get both darts out this round. That's your goal. And then KO, I want you to use your molly to stall out if they're coming A main or if they're coming catwalk. I want you to use your molly to give your team time to rotate. And
You want-
guys,
No one way if you're upping.
You probably still need a one way. Like, yeah.
Alright,
Starting around.
Get out of my way.
Nothing B.
Nothing B.
Just you wanna hold our cross mid?
Of course.
Job, drop that
Wait,
on me.
man. I'm
Finding me
nothing.
quick.
Alright, man. I'm.
He's knife. He doesn't have a gun.
Yep.
I'm
Your
mulling.
flash when they execute.
I can't come out. I'm gonna try to get on site.
Yeah, I'm holding cat.
You can hold your cat. I can hold with KO.
Yep, I'm holding.
Did they get your gun?
Grab an orb.
Yeah, they might have grabbed my op, to be honest with you.
They got
They're
KO.
gonna
They got
start-
KO all.
I can flash when they start to come out.
Cypher's there too. Gonna try to smoke for the
I'm
ult.
swinging you with your flash no matter what.
can shock dart right now as well.
They're
Nothing.
executing.
Yep, me out. Oh, tree. Nice.
One dead.
80 on Sova. Nice. 2v2.
That's in his main. Nice
Nice.
stuff. Oh, nice shots, Law.
Huge.
Sheesh.
Great stuff. All right. So now let's change things up just a little bit. Let's put Killjoy util towards mid. Sova, I want you Odin B. Actually, if you, yeah, there you go, perfect. Yeah, Odin B. And then you can use your util for yourself this round. And then A team, keep doing what you're doing.
I'm gonna knife A main early.
Yeah.
If it doesn't anything, I want you
We're
to get
gonna-
on the line.
Heard.
Actually, they're on eco. Don't.
Yeah.
That's just chest
Yeah,
there.
started mid.
Just gonna hold them in from deep.
Can high low.
Yeah, but your
Yeah.
turret would have seen him, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
They're running.
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
break.
I cooked it.
Knife 2. I'm flashing. I couldn't get the flash off. They're
Molly
gonna
that, molly that, molly that.
There was no KJ turret, by the way, Jacob. Or was it
I
B?
think they're in already.
Just
I'm
come
molly
in, just
though.
come in.
They're in.
Just in solo.
Like, I might yeet my
On
ult.
site.
Cypher's mid. We should fight this mid guy.
Outside,
He's
it's outside,
mid.
they're outside A.
Let's go.
On Jen, yep.
We need to retake tree together.
Can we reclear
One-
cat?
one more
Like, can you
Jen?
Fight out towards cat.
Yeah, sure.
I'm knifing.
Gonna smoke, man.
There's one on site, I think.
He's cat.
Flashing the cipher, flashing the cipher.
There's one gen.
2 in tree, 2 in tree.
Whoa, there's one
Three in
more.
tree,
One more
three in
tree.
He's a Odin. There's one more in
Sova,
tree,
Sova.
one more in tree.
Sova tree, KO Jen.
Player standing.
Sova swinging tree now. Oh, he's heaven.
One enemy
Nice. Sova's coming heaven. You can stick it half.
Alright. Close.
Oh, unfortunate.
Sure.
I actually didn't even think he'd go for that ult. That's crazy. Nice. Good. Hey, good round. I like that round a lot. All right. KJ, yeah, turret, do that deep turret again, and this time just play off B. I want you to play ult retake B. Because they don't have Sova ult for counter. If we can get 5 people to stack in, we play ult retake. It's huge.
Okay, you can just play towards A if you want, since we're just retaking this.
Okay.
I think I'm in.
You broke my
Yeah, I
dart.
think we're taking main control again. Look here. We're going to fight heavy. Yeah, can you come in main?
They're running cat again.
Mask, just insert wine.
Alright.
There's one tiles.
Yep, and just stay there. Okay.
Nice.
We have bomb,
Great
we have
bomb.
Huge.
They're gonna flash you the smoke, probably.
Yeah, I'm in ult.
Yep.
One enemy
Nice.
With the unknown, amen.
Knifing. He's wide. Nice.
Very good. Oh, nobody can grab the op? Damn.
What do they have?
Just let them try to catch
Oh, wait, do we even have one? I can't remember.
No, we didn't have one
No,
there.
we didn't.
Their bias kind of shit.
Let's do same thing. Their buy is horrible, so let's do
Dart?
same.
Yeah, Taki, you should dart top mid instead of B main, because my turret will have the contact.
I'm gonna hold my knife this round.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
I love going cat. Unless you want to try to do like a bait setup. One way night, man.
Going after main. He's close.
Yep, Stinger up cat. I'm gonna check it for the fast rush.
Be a fast A split.
Nope, not up cat, not up cat.
Heard.
They smoked bottom mid. Yep, 2 up cat, 2 up cat.
You're deep cat though. Not up yet.
One on top of main right now.
I'm
Just
darting
play
to
back
the-
Taka. If they enter, if that alarm bot goes off, just
Three,
shock
man.
dart.
They're running cat again. They're trying to split A.
Give up main control.
Smoking
Yeah.
A, man.
Heard.
You can leave me, Taka.
Flash them if they go
if you
in.
want.
Perfect. Flash it.
Re-smoking A, man.
I have dart as well.
Cypher
We're just
2.
spam beside you.
Entry. Do you have a flash go?
I'm suppressed. I can't. My
Oh.
outs.
Good shot.
Get out.
Oh, he has a bucky.
Tree.
Entry
Left
with
and
the
right,
bucky.
left
Spike down A.
83 over.
All three. 70 Sova, 40 Omen, 40 Jet.
planted.
All util. Damn.
Good team.
That Bucky was kind of crazy. Yeah, so for that Bucky play, if you guys go and watch that back later, you kind of see what gap he got through. Also, Law, when Omen flash for you, you have to push that because you know that flash connected, so you got to at least take that space a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to fight in front of. They keep doing this cast, but we should fight in front of the smoke. I think you should fucking come. I think you should insert jet. We just bait for you. We have retake A anyway. We have KJ out. We can just give up A.
Hey man, to make
Oh,
sure
man.
fast.
Faster, man. I'm nothing.
Someone's mid though. Just jet.
Oh, it's
Just
just
jet.
chat. It's just chat. He's in up. He's through.
He's just taking a
He is
drag.
about to have your cut.
He's walked out.
So was out too. So was out too. Nice. 3-3 retake.
Yep. Here we go.
I have ult. Don't break door.
Yep.
Oh.
Could be in heaven right now. Could technically be in the smoke as well. I'm just holding it.
And they're definitely taking heaven if they're not planning.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna walk spawn.
Wait for Spike to go down.
Heard.
I could have walked out too.
That's
Yeah,
fine,
it could
just
definitely be in
freeze.
Like walked back to. No, I'm planning.
Planning.
That's fine, that's fine. Get that ult down.
What are you at?
There it
Dead
is.
one.
Nice. Are we getting ult down? Or?
Yep.
Yep.
What are you having right now?
All right.
One enemy
Where?
remaining.
Nice.
You might
Do
do
we
the
even
ult
need
play.
it?
Here's the 1-0, yeah.
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 Guess you start
Alright.
going. Time's kind of long.
143.
Push, push.
143.
Oh, I'm trolling chat.
He's 7 HP.
Scanning ahead. Found them.
That's insane. I love that. Yeah, you have to know that they're not just gonna let themselves get locked down. They have to push that. I also thought he would do the ult play, which I kind of insane that he didn't. But yeah, yeah. Let's keep this set up. I think now that we don't have Killjoy ult, we try to trap with Sova ult. If you can stall, your guys' goal is gonna be stall their push or cut them off halfway through a side hit.
They're probably gonna try to get KO out if you want to fight A man.
Fast hit, making sure. Be up. Okay, can you flash? Never mind. Just
Yeah, I
close.
Up, in the smoke.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm mulling.
Careful, cat.
I got it.
2 outside B.
I know exactly.
Cypher Sova.
Mulling.
They are
Love
outside.
that.
Ulted.
I can.
If you ult lane right
I
now,
have cable.
Planning.
Wait, flood with ult. I'm ulting.
Yep.
KO also.
Yep.
KO is bottom mid.
He's
Gonna
ulted.
be mid now.
He's gonna be
Delay.
B man. He's gonna be B man. You should go fast.
Oh, one more B main. B main.
B main. B main.
Wait, one. Lady on Cypher. Nice trade.
Huge,
You get it.
huge round.
Yeah, this level 777 guy is going crazy.
770 is insane.
Yeah. Actually, Sam's 740. Yo, Sam.
Lots.
Yo, Sam.
So many questions.
Level 700.
That's crazy.
You want an op mask?
Nah. We use knives. Guardian.
Who's buying this guy the out?
All right, Omen. This round, that ult is being used.
Yep. One way now.
B is quiet. B main.
What if I didn't main again?
More than one, or?
Just one B main right now.
Do you want to drone it and you walk up with it?
No.
They smoked cat. Might
They're
try to
droning.
Drone
Bottom
mid.
Nice, so we're gonna smoke B man.
Bottom mid.
I'm ulting back, so yeah. Nice.
Shot.
I think you.
It's not fully
One's
making
in
sure.
main, one's in main.
Omen's in main.
Yeah.
Omen's in main.
We can double hold this.
Smoking off
beginning
aim,
smoke.
yeah.
One mid, one mid.
I can flash this line if you want it.
Just hold. Just hold. You're good. Keep holding.
Swinging on
Full
PK.
freeze, but everybody be ready.
Just playing an off angle. Make sure they can't walk out, I mean.
Yep, holding it.
You've got everything covered right now. Nice.
One mid.
I was a main guy earlier.
Silver mid.
He died a deep spawn.
Both,
They're both mid.
Last mid.
Kind of
Watching.
Bulletproof. Love that.
Yo, that. Yo, Jet. You're.
Sudden death.
All right, guys. That was phenomenal. There was a lot of learning that happened there. And honestly, I think that you guys on both halves had a lot of things that just got fixed and a lot of things that I think you guys know now what to fix going into your next one. I'm very happy we played the default comp today. Good job.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Of course. Before I go, because that's all the time I had for today as well, do you guys have anything you want to ask me? Any final thoughts, questions?
No.
I
Anybody?
think just a general thank you from everyone.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Oh, it was awesome for me to be able to see you guys. NA Valorant has come a long way, so happy to see you guys still doing some work. If you guys ever need anything, feel free to hit me up. You have my Discord now. Always happy to answer questions when I can. But yeah, thank you guys for having me. It was fun to get to know you guys.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Do you
Mr. Taco.
does Gen G let you go to Worlds?
They
Like, is
do
there like
if I don't have anything that like clashes with it, then yeah.
Oh.
Was that it? That's crazy.
I wanna go to Worlds.
He's a league enjoyer as well.
I see. Okay, actually, genuine question then. Do you know anyone in like the pro league community or like league streamers, like any big names?
In League?
Baker.
Yeah.
I guess we know.
Oh, Cager all the way.
Because I'm looking for league players that are not contract locked to play in a $10,000 deadlock tourney I'm putting on in a couple weeks. So
Don't we have connects with Cincy Fear?
Yeah.
No, Ellie does, yeah.
we Cincy Fear, we have a league team.
They have players from C9. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, at least one of their players I think is former C9. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, yeah. The only requirement is they have to have they either have to be like a known like highest level streamer in league, or they have to have competed in T1 T2.
Okay, yeah. I could definitely
Yeah,
possibly
guys.
get you connected with some of the people that we know as well.
That would be huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no entry fee or anything, just a clean shot at 10K. So
That's awesome.
yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys so much,
Yeah,
and
thanks for
enjoy the
coming
rest of your
in.
week.
Yeah.
So if you don't use that Worlds ticket,
Yeah, yo, shut the fuck up.
I will gladly take that Worlds ticket.
I
Gladly.
wish I could. I wish.
That's so funny.
Thanks again for coming in. Have a great
Yeah,
night.
Of course.